Good evening and welcome to my outdoor study. My name is Ron, I'm your host, and it is truly my pleasure to share devotional time with you. Crucial part of keeping on the armor of God, daily devotion, staying in the Word. Amen. Amen. Well, me and the brother-in-law and son just got back from a wickedly long bike ride today. We put on somewhere between 500 and 600 miles, so I am plumb tuckered out, but it's saving enough energy for doing the devotional tonight. And by the way, if you're a sheep, you want to stay in the sheepfold, stay secure, stay out of harm's way. That's great, but you're in the wrong channel. This daily devotionals for those who want to rise up with wings like eagles. Run and not be weary, walk and not faint. Amen. Amen. So let's get after it here. We got another session here in Nehemiah. We're in chapter 6 tonight. And it's continued opposition. Sanballat, Tobiah, Geshem, the Arab, and the rest of our enemies found out that I had finished rebuilding the wall and that no gaps remained, though we had not yet set up the doors in the gates. So Sanballat and Geshem sent a message asking me to meet them at one of the villages in the plain of Ono. But I realized they were plotting to harm me, so I replied by sending this message to them. I am engaged in a great work, so I can't come. Why should I stop working to come and meet with you? 4 times they sent the same message, and each time I gave the same reply. The 5th time, Sanballat's servant came with an open letter in his hand, and this is what it said. There is a rumor among the surrounding nations, and Geshem tells me it is true that you and the Jews are planning to rebel, and that is why you are building the wall. According to his reports, you plan to be their king. He also reports that you have appointed prophets in Jerusalem to proclaim about you. Look, there is a king in Judah. You can be very sure that this report will get back to the king. So I suggest that you come and talk it over with me. That's a fairly threatening letter. But Nehemiah replies, there is no truth in any part of your story. You are making up the whole thing. They were just trying to intimidate us, imagining that they could discourage us and stop the work. So I continued the work with even greater determination. Later, I went to visit Shemiah, who was confined to his home. He said, let us meet together inside the temple of God and bolt the doors shut. Your enemies are coming to kill you tonight. But I replied, should someone in my position run from danger? Should someone in my position enter the temple to save his life? No, I won't do it. I realized that God had not spoken to him, but that he had uttered this prophecy against me because Tobiah and Sanballat had hired him. They were hoping to intimidate me and make me sin. Then they would be able to accuse and discredit me. Remember, O my God, all the evil things they have done, and remember Noadiah the prophet and all the prophets like her who have tried to intimidate me. Hey, Rich. No, he's going for a walk. So on October 2nd, the wall was finished, just 52 days after we had begun. When our enemies and the surrounding nations heard about it, they were frightened and humiliated. They realized this work had been done with the help of our God. Amen. That's a powerful little story. The intimidation, if you're working on something that God has given you to do, you can be guaranteed people will come against you. So you got to decide if you're going to get intimidated or not. That's a choice for everyone to make for themselves. But if you stay in the Word, I think you have a much better chance of not being intimidated. Amen. Amen. You all have a good evening. God willing, we'll see you tomorrow. And the word for today is still ubiquitous. I am going to edit this video and go to bed. Good night.